Yo, what's up, guys? This is Jacob Sokol from Sensify.com, and this is the perfect timing for shooting this video. If you look behind me right here, you will see the New York City skyline with the sunrise happening at this, sunset happening at this moment, right now, which is right there. So, I wanted to talk to you today about something that I feel is a really important topic that is not addressed and actually kind of hidden and even looked down upon. And that topic is therapy. And I want to tell you that going to therapy is something that I've done and that I do. And I kind of hear like a lot of slack about it. Like people are almost ashamed or afraid to say that they're either interested in seeing a therapist or that they do see a therapist. Like I just want to let you know that if you're thinking about it, or if you've ever thought about doing it, or you think it's like something of interest to you, it's one of the most valuable decisions that I've ever made in my life, to go to a therapist. And I think a lot of people have that that conception of you're kind of like not okay if you're going to a therapist. And for me, it wasn't about that. For me, it was like I'm on this journey either way, with or without you, with or without therapy, with or without anybody. This is a journey that I have to take. This is my life. And if I can go and talk to somebody about that for an hour a week, who happens to be an awesome, really smart guy who is not biased and doesn't have his own interest in what I do in my life, that's an amazing thing. Like, that's such a gift to have. It turns out that my therapist in particular is an awesome guy who's really smart. He's really into philosophy. He's like, really into psychology. I get to talk with him about like these great pieces of literature, and just have these awesome conversations that I have with like a philosopher. So, and I get to do that for an hour a week. So that's just like, to me, that's off the hook, And I also want to really just bring up something really, really, really important that I think you may really get some value out of. You know that one thing in life that you have, like almost the reason for you not succeeding? Like that one thing that holds you back, no matter, it's New York City, excuse the horns. That one thing that holds you back, no matter like how much you do, there's just that like one little secret that you have, that one I'm not good enough, or that one but this happened to me. I had one of those. I had maybe 2 or 3 of those. And just by going and facing my fear and talking to a therapist about it, I was able to overcome that in a dramatic, tremendous way. And I'm past that now. Like the things that really tormented me for a long part of my life, I'm over that. Like I worked through that, and that's a magical gift. Like that gift doesn't happen often. So I'm just still in awe of the sunset right here. Hope you guys can see that. And that gift doesn't happen often. So I would really like, if you're on the verge, or if you're afraid of what people may think of you, don't worry about that. Like, and I think it's screwed up because I was actually walking into my therapist's building, and I saw a client of mine at the time when I was still working, and she was like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" And I'm kind of a little friendly with her, but I was like, actually, I'm going to see my therapist. And I think it was just kind of like that, oh, all right, well, okay. But I think a lot of people are afraid to actually address the issue and just say, yeah, I'm comfortable with exploring my life and really reflecting and being conscious of the person that I am and the person that I want to become. So I actually just came back from a session right now. It's my first session back since I've came back from a little traveling, and it was just an amazing conversation full of philosophy and psychology, and I learned and I expressed myself and I got stuff out and I took stuff in. Like, it's off the hook, So I really recommend it, and think about it, man. It's one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life, and I don't say that about many things. So highly recommend you check it out. On the next note, I just want to thank everybody for all their support. I really appreciate coming to check out Sensify. Like in the last 2 days, the Sensify fan page went from like 8 people to like 60, which is just mind-boggling and freaking heart-pounding for me. And I really appreciate all the feedback. And I want to talk about something really quickly. in relation to the last video that I shot, my philosophy on how to make magic happen, where I was talking about goals. I actually looked through my journal because one of the viewers asked me how long Sensophy has been around. So it's really only been up about 2 months at this point. And not only that, but I've only started conceptualizing about it about 6 weeks before that. So it's been in my head, like from the time where it didn't exist to the time it popped in my head to where it is right now. It's been about 3.5 months. So at the time, I was doing some journaling around, you know, how could I use my passions as a service to the world? How could I embrace what I love, and like fully engage in that and like give value to people through like just loving what I'm doing. And I didn't even know like it would be called Sensophy. I didn't even know like what the purpose of the site was. I just knew that I wanted to express myself through my passion, right? So I wrote down the site's intention when I kind of drew out like this little map of what the site was going to look like. And the site actually says, site intention: to inspire as many people as possible to live a meaningful and purposeful life based on a positive personal evolution and helping the world. Now, like, I wrote that, right? And that sincerely, authentically came from a good place in me. And I think about that from time to time, and I continue to question, like, you know, is the site's intention different today than it was when I first started it? How does that go? The really amazing thing is the amount of people who have reached out to me and said either something about being inspired or being feeling a positive something in their life just from checking out the site is amazing. And like it was just like shocking to go back and see that was my intention for creating something like this. So again, it just attests to the magic of setting an intention and the magic of following your heart and having the courage to face your fear and move through it. And even as I shoot this video now, I'm still facing my fear and speaking like this. It's something I'm not fully comfortable with yet. And I just think that there's really a value in what I've gone through, and I'm just looking forward to sharing some of the experiences that I've had and continue to have. And I'm looking to hear more about the experiences that you've had. And I'm really interested in you sharing that with me also, because I know there's equal value in what you have to offer as well. So again, really stoked, really psyched, and just looking forward to a really, really optimistic, faithful future for both of us while we create our extraordinary lives. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I love the feedback and I love the two-way communication. So looking forward to creating together in the months and years and lifetimes ahead. Peace!